Y'all, looky here, looky here. Do you see this thing? This is a frog, y'all. A frogette. And it's on the outside of the door. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the frog. Yeah, that thing is something else. Let's see if I can get some light to shine on it so you can see. That's this thing. Let me try to turn some light on for a second. I don't even know if the light is going to help. Anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting to see the underside of what this thing looks like, y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all can see how he's moving. Hold on. He's breathing or he's doing something. It's hard to really get a full view of it. There, this is better. So he's on the outside of the sliding glass door, y'all. I'm about to go out here and talk to y'all for a second. Okay, there he is again. I don't know if you can see him. Let me see if I can zoom in. Just a second, y'all. I'm trying to manipulate this camera. There he is. Yeah, he doesn't want to leave. All right, I did not bring my tripod out here, but I might go inside and get it. So just a second, y'all. It feels actually good out here right now. Ooh, it's feeling good out here. So let me go get my tripod. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Man, let me take this thing off my head. I don't know what I'm going to look like when I take it off. Let me see. I'm your hostess and your melanated queen. All right, Lil Foxy, a.k.a. Seventh Wonder, y'all. So, anyway, I washed my hair. So that's what's going on here. And I blow dried it. You know, same scenario, same story. Y'all know how it is. Did not flat iron it. It's too much work right now. I didn't feel like it. I've been extremely exhausted, very busy, and today is the first day that I really rested, y'all, since in a while, because Monday and Tuesday we had school. Monday and Tuesday we had school. Tuesday was the last day of school, but I've been busy every single day of this week, y'all. Excuse me. I'm hoping that I look presentable. I don't know what I look like, y'all. So excuse me, because I'm looking all up in the camera right now. But anyway, so a few things I want to talk about. This, first of all, I want to give a special acknowledgement to Ananda Lewis, y'all. Ananda Lewis. Ananda, I believe, was 50. How old was Ananda? 51, 52? And I found out about this by way of my sister telling me this the other day about the news of Ananda Lewis. And one thing I liked about Ananda is I just liked the fact that she was down to earth. I always thought she was a nice looking female. Beautiful hair, beautiful skin, beautiful complexion. I think my friend said she was Hawaiian. So I was not aware of that. So she was 52, born March 21st, okay? She left this earthly realm on June the 11th of 2025, y'all, because of cancer. And I'm so sick of people succumbing to this terrible disease, y'all. It is getting way far too common that people keep passing away from the same thing over and over again. So I gotta ask myself, and we need to ask ourselves, what can be done about it? Yeah, I'm moving this tripod. What can be done about it? Why does it seem that so many people keep going through the same thing over and over again? We have to really put things into perspective as far as what's going into our food, what's going into our water, what they're putting into the air, these factories they build around melanated individuals. Now, I'm not saying that, Ananda Lewis lived around any factories, but it is very well known that anytime there's a melanated community, it's in a factory zone, okay? It's usually factories around those areas. What are we exposing ourselves to? All of this radiation, all of these things they put out here, like these smart meters that they put onto our houses. That's another thing that I spoke about on the channel. People don't pay these things any attention, but they put out a lot of radioactive waves. Microwaves is another thing. I, for one, had stopped using the microwave when I moved to my house. I started kind of using it again, but really I primarily was putting stuff in the oven. Even if it said it's microwavable, I would put it in the oven. We also need to talk about this plastic, because the microwavable stuff that they put into these little plastic trays, I was watching this doctor, this melanated doctor. He was saying that the black plastic is made of electronics, okay? So I threw away all my black containers. And then also to keep in mind that the black plastic, it doesn't matter, any plastic that you put into the microwave, that's becoming even more toxic. So think about people when they have to go to work, you're on your job, you buy these microwavable dinners, you're heating this stuff up with plastic. And it's no good for us. We have to really be mindful, y'all, of every little thing that we're using, that we're exposed to, even cosmetics that go on our faces. Because I was watching another video, and that throws off our endocrine system as soon as we apply these things to our bodies. All of these lotions, all of this fake synthetic things that they put into what we put on our skin, the soaps, it's in the soaps, it's in the shampoos, it's in our lotions. Like I said, sunscreen, y'all, we got to be careful with that. It's no good. I, for one, thought that I was doing the right thing by applying sunscreen when I went to the beach. No. Melanated people, stay away from sunscreen. We don't need it. That's not protecting us. If anything, that's causing more toxicity between us and the barrier of the sun. If you want to protect your skin, cover up like I do. When I get in the car, I make sure I cover up my arms so I'm not too exposed to the sun. I make sure when I work in the yard, I cover up my arms. I wear long sleeves. I wear pants outside. I wouldn't mind wearing shorts, but right now in this grass, no, they're not going to tear me up and bite me up. So we have to find other mindful ways to be very careful with what we're exposing ourselves to. I'm not saying that Ananda Lewis did anything for this to happen, but as much as we can do, we have to try to mitigate our risks. You probably hear them working in the yard in the distance behind me. I think they're doing some edging, and then there's somebody else working in their yard. But I liked Ananda Lewis. This is why I'm bringing this up. I thought she was very down to earth. I liked her vibe. I liked her energy. She had a son with one of Will Smith's relatives. I don't know if it was his brother or someone like that. It is just very shocking. I didn't even know she was sick. There's a video floating around if you care to look for it. And she has her son in the video, and she clearly says what she is battling. They said she was able to make it to her son's middle school graduation, and she succumbed hours after that. So I don't know how true that is, but my condolences to her family, especially to her son. I just feel like her life was cut very, very soon. 52 years old. She still looked very good. She looked very healthy. So this just lets you know, you never know what's going on in someone's life. Y'all, we have to really get back into reality. Life is not all about the aesthetics, the glitz, the glamour, the fame, the this and the that, and the puffy trial. People need to hone in on themselves. What's most important to you in your life? What is making you feel happy and sustained and fulfilled in your life? Forget everybody else, because you don't know how long we have on this planet, and we need to make every day count. Like, I feel guilty. Like today, I felt so guilty because I took today and rested. I laid down. I woke up early thinking I'm going to get out the house. I had all this stuff in my head that I was going to have done, what I was going to do. I didn't get any of it done. You know what I started doing? I started rearranging pictures on the wall, trying to see how I want to redecorate, trying to just move things around because I feel like I needed a refresher in the house. I want a different energy, a different vibe. So sometimes these things are good if you feel like you're being stagnant in life, or if you feel like, you want something different to move in your life. Try rearranging your surroundings. Go to different areas. I would like to get out more. I would like to actually be at the park, different areas more to do my videos. But I just come out here because it's so much more convenient. I don't have to deal with the traffic. I don't have to be out, just doing all this running around, dealing with the ruckus. But when I can, I would like to have different environments for you so that you can, get a different background sometimes, because I'm tired of this bare yard that I've been working on. But if you watch my videos on my other channel, you'll see that I am definitely trying to fill in these patches back here. So yeah, special condolences and acknowledgement to Ananda Lewis. She was back on MTV, back in the, I think, early 2000s, late 90s. I forgot about Teen Summit. I think she was a part of that. And then, of course, I think she had like a talk show at some point. I don't know how successful it was. A part of BT VH1, I believe. But Ananda used to interview the celebrities and things of that such. So I really, really, really liked Ananda Lewis, because she didn't come with all this fictitious stuff, going on with her body. No alterations from what I could see. Very natural. She's a natural beauty. She aged very naturally, very beautiful for to be 52 years old, y'all. And I saw somebody in the comment section saying that she never aged. So it's, so hard to understand how in the world that this terrible disease, take her out of this earthly realm. And I'm disappointed to hear that is something that had fallen upon her. With that being said, y'all, we really need to pay attention to what we're putting and what we're consuming in our bodies, on our bodies, even what we're exposing ourselves to, listening to, what we are looking at, because all these things are a form of consumption. Even the things that we say out of our mouths, we want to be very mindful and very careful, because words do have power. Words carry energy, and they say that words can be used as swords. So speak life and prosperity over yourselves. Cut anybody else off. If in the process of them telling you what is going to be for you, you say, no, that's not what I see for myself. And you speak affirmations and you declare what you want for your life. That's something that I had to do. I remember the doctors like to push surgery on people. The doctors like to say, oh, you need a surgery. No, if you watch my other channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. We can heal, okay, without these surgeries. And I am still going through a healing process. I'm not fully recovered, but I have already declared, I've spoken it over myself. Consult with the universe, consult with the angels, the ancestors, your angelic warriors, your creators, whoever that is, the higher power, the higher being, the universe, the multiverse. We are so much more powerful than what they want us to believe, and that's why they keep us so distracted with celebrity gossip and with Sean Diddy Combs. Who really cares? Because at the end of it all, Sean Diddy Combs is not going to be there at the end of your life, okay? He's not going to be the one at your bedside. He's not going to be the one taking care of you. He's not going to be sending you money. He's not going to fulfill your insurance policy agreements. He's not going to do any of that. He's not taking care of you in any capacity. So we have to really put these celebrities to the side, push them to the side, because they're not important. What's important in your life is you, me, us. Whatever family, friends, relatives, colleagues, co-workers, whoever it is. Focus on you, what fulfills your life, what do you enjoy, and stop chasing after money so much. Y'all, so many people are miserable on these jobs. These jobs don't care. They don't care. You have the jobs are the biggest gaslighters in the world. The jobs are the ones that keep people stressed. The jobs are the ones sucking people's energy out of their body so that you can't fulfill your true goals, your true desires, so that you can't use your true gifts, ambitions, and talents in life. They are dream killers, and they don't give you what you're worth on a job. You got to ask permission to take time off, to go. I saw a video of this lady that said she got fired because she went to somebody's funeral. She went to 2 funerals, and because it was not on their list of descriptions of who is the close relative list, they fired her. But you cannot say in someone's life, you cannot dictate in someone's life what that person meant to someone, whether they're on their close relatives list or not. It doesn't matter. And if she had to lie to say that this is who this person was, then just lie about it, y'all. Because jobs lie to us all the time. What do? They lie to you in the interview. They make you feel like, oh, it's going to be this and it's going to be that. And when you get in the door, it's something completely different. That is called bait and switch. Every job does it. People are over it. They're over dealing with these nonsense jobs, y'all. So that's just my little take on that situation. I've been through enough jobs to know how it goes down, y'all. But y'all, I'm really enjoying the breeze out here. So you see me looking around because the trees are swaying to and fro. This wind feels so good, y'all. It's blowing, and it's like the perfect degree of temperature out here. I don't know what temperature it is. I need to get my phone and see. You probably can hear the wind blowing a little bit. You probably can hear it in the microphone. So right now it is June 14th. Heute ist Samstag, y'all. Today is Saturday. And let's see here. What does the temperature look like? It's 6:38 p.m. It's 84 degrees right now, surprisingly. And it doesn't feel like it's that hot at all. So I just love weather like this. I love temperature like this. I love the springtime. I feel like as melanated people, we glow. I feel like the springtime, the sun is good for our skin, regardless of what they say. I feel like you can still sun gaze. They say don't stare into the sun. Why is that? Because there's something they're hiding from us. All right, let me see how many more minutes I got. I got a few more minutes, and then I want to talk about also the this whole immigrant thing with ICE. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the video here. If you tune in, stay tuned into part 2, because I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video. I'm gonna talk about the immigrants and ICE and all of that stuff. Okay, and I'm just gonna sign out now and tell you thank you so much for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe. I'm definitely trying to get my subscriber count up, and also, so the goal is, y'all, if I can make it to hopefully 500 by the summertime. We're gonna see, because it takes consistency, right? But like I said, I've been very drained of energy. Plus I was sick for like, I want to say 3 months in a row, back to back. It was just ridiculous, y'all. And I was coughing too much to be on video. But anyway, continue to walk in your divinity. Signing out until next time, you all stay blessed.